What's up to all my shooters out there? I'm back with a 5 tips to shoot better music videos video. Music videos video. Music videos video. I'm back with 5 tips to shoot better music videos. Check it out. Alright, now let's get started. Tip number 1 is preparation. Preparation is everything when it comes to shooting a music video because there's a lot of moving parts with a music video. You have to worry about being on time. You have to worry about the artist being on time. You have to worry about security. You also have to worry about lighting. That's just touching on some of the things that may vary depending on where you're at and who you're shooting. But preparation is everything. For me, preparation starts as soon as I get that deposit. As soon as I get that deposit, right away, I'm listening to that song. I'm imagining shooting that song if I had $1 million budget. And once I find out what the budget is for the actual music video, not what they're paying me, but what they actually have to invest into the music video, and then I start to take things away depending on that. But also with preparation, it starts with the gear. You have to prepare with your gear. You have to make sure your gimbal is charged, make sure you have all the pieces to your drone, make sure you have all the pieces to your camera. You don't know how many times when I first started out, I actually still do it now. When I first started out, I would forget my memory card all the time. All the time I would leave my memory card plugged into the computer. The good part about that is I accumulated a lot of memory cards over the time just because I had to buy another one when I was out. But you don't want to have to do that. So prepare. Make sure your battery is charged. Make sure you have all the pieces to every piece of equipment you own. And that way you can make a gear list. You can make any adjustment that you may need to make on the day of the shoot. Tip number 2 is be on time. Like I said before in tip number 1, a lot of the times we don't have a big budget for these music videos. So I don't take the time if the budget don't allow to go out to these locations early, make sure the lighting's right, make sure there's no security, make sure there's nothing else like that that may stop me from shooting the shoot in this particular location. When the budgets get bigger, I may show up a couple days early just to scope things like that out. Be on time, and that'll help you a whole lot. Tip number 3. I don't necessarily do this, but make a shot list. I've been shooting music videos for a living for over 5 years now. So I make the shot list, but I make it in my head. When I first started, I would actually sit down and write it out and draw it out and picture how I would do it. But if you make a shot list, you don't have to guess when you get there if you have enough or if you don't have enough. You just automatically go ahead and shoot and then check stuff off as you go. Tip number 4. Overshoot on the day of the shoot. Shoot way more footage than you need. It'll help you a lot in the editing process. A lot of the times I would frustrate myself and get frustrated with the artist just because I didn't have enough footage, and sometimes I would have to go back out to shoot more stuff or call the artist to say, hey man, we need such and such, such and such. But you don't want to do that because time is money in this game. So overshoot on the day of. Have too much to work with when it comes to editing, and that'll make the process a lot easier. Tip number 5, get started on the edit right away. If you start on the edit right away, that cuts down, you'll still have, first off, let me say, you'll still have the momentum from the shoot. You still be pumped up, you still be amped. Go ahead, dump the memory card, save it to wherever you save it to, back it up, do whatever you need to do, but start on that edit right away. That way you can get the artists those Instagram previews that they all love so much, and you can do all that, and they'll have less reasons to call your phone. It irritates me when an artist call my phone with, hey man, how we looking? Hey man, hey, how it's coming out? It's coming out like I told you it was gonna come out. That's it. But follow those 5 tips and you'll be able to shoot better music videos and save yourself a lot of frustration. This was Catch the Shooter. Shout out to all my shooters. Peace.